Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Um, I'm jinxed with technology. If anybody's there that can hear me, please let me know. I had to restart it. Good morning. Hello. Okay, Wendy, good morning. Okay, so you're there. So good morning. I apologize. I had another little hiccup. It seems to be that I'm a little jinxed with technology. So good morning, Wendy. Thank you. I saw Greg a little while ago, but I think I've lost him. So today I'm going to talk about two things. I'm going to talk about two things. Oh, hold on. I've got to record this thing as well. So hold on. We've got to record it here. Okay, so we're going on this. And we're on. Okay. Good morning, Josh. Fine. There we go. And star one. Okay, good morning. Hi, Josh. Good morning, Greg. Thanks for joining, guys. I'm sorry I had a little glitch at the beginning. So I
Store. Thank you. Press 5. Press star to return.
So, okay, so I'm going to talk about two things. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Becky. Becky DeMauro, nice. Good to see you. And Dee Dee, good morning. So I want to talk about two things today. I'm going to talk about a feedback from the A4M, and I'm going to talk about 2020. Good morning, Jim. The 2020 and the feedback from A4M. So the takeaways, the big thing about the A4M that I took from there was very professional team spirit. Everybody there are business owners, and that's important. And everybody was very professional, even though it was confined space. I mean, there were 24 scanners going at the same time. Everybody was able to develop their elevator pitch and learn to initiate, excuse me, conversations, which is kind of out of our comfort zone. The common denominator is you, because everybody else is different. We've got all kind of different professions, different specialties rather, that were at the A4M. So we become versatile in our thinking. So there are two options on that came from there. One is that we could scan lots and lots of people. I mean, think about it. We scanned probably 20 or 30 people per day by 24 scanners by almost 3 days. We're talking about close to 2,000 people scanned. That's a lot of people. And that's where we get all excited, and we have all these hellos V. We have all of these people coming, and we're all in the excitement, and we're all busy, and our adrenals are going, crazy. So the two ways of looking at it is one, scan lots and lots of people, and the other, take as long as the prospect allows. A little better to get to know you, maybe a better lasting impression. So what I'm saying is that you can take lots of scans, do lots of scans, take lots of leads, and then go home and you've got all these leads to follow up. And the other one is just to take a few more minutes where it's possible, because a lot of them don't even have time for that, but where it's possible to actually bond a little bit and get some little bit more information, so that the next conversation, you're not sort of looking, now, what was this guy? What was this person? I can't remember what it was. I took a note here. Yeah, she's the one with the long red hair or with the thing in her ear or whatever it was. But at least you've got a little bit more. So take a little bit longer maybe to speak to the people. So the important thing of all of it is to follow up promptly. It's a very, very important. So the A4M was an opportunity for us to really mature our elevator pitch, our interpersonal relations with people around us, to understand that we're all business owners and that we have something to offer all the people that came to visit our booth. And even the ones that didn't come to offer our booth, hello Ryan, even the ones that didn't come to offer our, come via our booth, we were out there actually hustling and soliciting. This is really out of the comfort zone when you walk up to someone and say, excuse me, and whatever your pitch was. But all in all, I think it was extremely successful. And the chef d'orchestre as everything, like the conductor of the music conductor, John was there all the time, ready to help everybody. And this is what leaders do. He was there to coordinate, to help, to make sure everybody was not needing anything. So one thing that was in the people who had the scanner scanned, somebody arrived and said they were from a Canadian water park. And his comment was, you're just the right sort of person we're looking for. Well, think about it. Initially, it was like a bit of sarcasm and say, yeah, right, a water park. But what about if you look further down and you try and analyze it, the person in Canada with a water park is closed for 6 or 7 months of the year. So they've got seasonal work. So suddenly, hello, there's another window of opportunity. People who do seasonal work. Because the rest of the year, it's nice to not work for 6 months, but after the first month, you generally would be pretty bored. And you might also need to have some more money. So the water park thing was actually interesting, and it was very well done. It was very well executed by the person who was talking to that person. So that was a new opportunity that came out. And the other one was, I'm always talking about wherever you are, be there. I'm always talking about, be where you are. And I talk about it all the time. But guess what? I failed. Because I was so excited. And in the first day, like 2 hours into the thing, a lady came, I scanned her, and her scan was terrible. Hi, Kate. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, Mark. Her scan was absolutely terrible. Hi, Kenneth. And she got a fright because she's a doctor, and she scanned 14,000. And I said, ma'am, I'll tell you what we'll do, doc. We'll scan you again because on the outside, you look really beautiful and you just look great. And I scanned her again, and it was exactly the same thing. And she said, oh, I have to fix this right now. And I said, okay, it's at least you know where you're starting, and that's important. So we looked at the good, better, best on our little pamphlet, and she said, I definitely need the best. And I said, that's fine. And she said, but I actually need one of these devices for my clinic. And I said, of course, that's what we're here for, to try and help the physician validate what he or she should know about nutrition. And she said, yes, I definitely want it. So I took out a scanner agreement. I don't call it a contract. I call it an agreement. I took out the agreement and I put it out there. And she said it was confined space, so she couldn't sort of fill it in there. And she said, I'm just going to go over there and fill it out. And I said, fine. Mistake. Because instead of we open a relationship and we close a deal, I was like looking at the next person coming, and I was so excited about all these people coming and all these scanners we're going to place that I lost sight of the ball. And this lady took the scanner agreement. She went to sign it. And into the sunset she disappeared. So she was like so ready. But something clicked with her for one instant. And she never came back. So my point is, wherever you are, be there, but really be there. And forget about the bright, shiny object that's just about to come out. You know, you're looking at the next person coming. No, the job is not done until the paperwork's done. So those are the couple of things that I wanted to mention from the A4M. The other thing now is 2020. We're just about to go into there. And a lot of people have what I call paralysis by analysis. They start to overthink it, overanalyze it. Paralysis by analysis. Just do it. You know, action determines your future. If you act, just do it. Now, here's another very important thing. When we're in this business, we've also got to understand the difference between an annuity, a dividend, and a paycheck. If we think of this as a job where we're looking at it as a paycheck, no one will do it. My first check after a month's work was $358. Now, at the end of the month, when I saw that, I thought this was a joke. I mean, it's not possible. But on the other hand, if I understood the leverage that we can get from this, I understood how we could really make this work, but doing it on a consistent basis where we are able to leverage our time and where we're able to get our time divided by the number of people, multiplied by the number of people that we have. So the big thing is, it's about a 5-year plan. It's about getting rid of impatience, doing it properly. People want it now. Everybody wants something now. We're in a now thing, now world. No, you got to think about it. And it's a 5-year plan. And in 5 years, you can make more than anybody around you. The 5-year plan begins today. Vision helps you speed up, not driving in the fog, which slows you down. Have the vision, and then you'll speed up. If you're foggy, you're going to be going very slowly. So here I want to show something that is astounding. Hello, Kimberly. The statistics may be a little out of date, but the percentages more or less are right. And I want you to think about this because it's really astounding. 100 people at the age of 65. I will show the slide in a second. 100 people at 65. Think about it now. 16 have already died. 16 people don't make it to 65. 66 out of 100 people at 65 are earning less than $30,000 a year. Think about that. 13 have incomes of over $30,000 a year. 13 out of 100 at 65. And 5% have incomes of over $60,000 a year. Only 5%. And only 1% is wealthy. So take a look at this chart. This is something that we used to use at the beginning. I think it's astounding. It's a chart which is scary. Think about it. Look at it. 16 people dead. 66 less than 30,000. 13 over 30. 5% over 60, and only 1% wealthy. But there's another part to this too. Of the 1% that's really wealthy, 10% are top professionals, 10% are CEOs of major stock companies and so on, 5% super salespeople selling jumbo jets and yachts and stuff, 1% athletes, And 74% are business owners. You guys, us, we, us. That's another statistic. This came from the Social Security office. Like I say, the dates, the statistics may be a little out of date, but the point I'm trying to make is that 74% of the people that are so-called wealthy, the 1% of the so-called wealthy, 74% are business owners. And there are lots of types of business owners. But in our case, we've got a type of business. Good for you, Greg. People that understand delayed gratification on investment do well in our business. Correct. I don't know what's the matter with my internet here today. I'm in Florida. It should be working fine. And it says trying to reconnect. Your video, consider moving. That's impossible. I don't know why. Anyway, I think I'll just continue and see what's happening here. So, another thing that I want to say, if you can hear me, can anybody still hear me? Please, if you can, just make a note. I mean, just type it because I don't know what's happening. Can anybody hear it all? No idea what's happening. Totally beyond my control. Never happened either. Due to poor wireless connection, your video has been paused. Consider moving to a better signal. You can end the broadcast. I have no idea why that is. I don't know why this is. I have no idea. Oh, crap. Trying to reconnect. Can anyone hear me? Hello, Ryan? Ryan?
Yes. Lord, we can hear and see you.
Oh, you can? Okay, fine. I'm so sorry, because here it's just gone blank. Okay, thanks, Ryan. So hello, Scott. Thank you. I'm on this call. Scott?
Hey, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, so here's something that is important. When we're talking about New Year's resolution and we're talking about what we're going to be doing, in the first 6 months, people are still hanging on to the New Year's resolution, what they're going to be doing. That's already wasting time. You've got to do it now. In 1953, the students from Yale, there was a study that they started in 1953 from all the graduates at Yale, and they wanted to know what everybody was going to do. 3% of the people in Yale actually wrote down what they wanted to do, 3%. And in 1973, so 20 years later, these are graduates now, they surveyed the same class. 3% had amassed the fortune of more than the 97% who had not written down their goals. So ambiguity about goals is most critical barrier to productivity. So you have to actually write down what you want and stick to it. It's a business plan. It's a plan of action. That's what needs to be done. So 10 secrets to success, which I dug up there, was 1, the belief system in yourself. Got to believe in yourself. Belief. Chase the calendar. This is something that becomes very, it's like a very important thing to do every single day. Chase the calendar. Where's the next event? Where's the next meeting I've got? Where is the next person I got to talk to? You've got to constantly look at where the calendar is, because if you don't, in a year, you're going to be wherever you are, and you didn't plan to be there. So rather plan to be where you want to be, and the way to do it is to be very attentive to the calendar. Plug into events. This gives us experience. The events are where we go and we listen and we hear opinions, and everybody's opining about different things. So it's important there to go to events. Love rejection. Begin to love rejection, because for me, this is the part I most love. It's a game. When people don't want something, they reject it. For me, it's a game. I just think that's fun. And actually, a rejection are just questions needing answers. So if we get scared of rejection, we get scared of people, rejecting something, we will have paralysis. Don't do that. Love it. Embrace it. Make it fun. Work with friends. Find somebody in the business that you're going to be friends with. And actually, the big thing about this, the really, really, really nice thing about this business is that we can become friends with the people we do business. Very often, if we do business with our family, it doesn't work so well. But if we do business and we're lucky to become friends with the people we do business with, that's really cool. Spend 80% of your time with your strongest leg. So when you've got a group of people, you start to form your legs. The strongest ones are the ones you spend your time with. Because you cannot push ropes. You waste so much time trying to push a rope. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Oh, sorry, I'm just seeing a lot of Didi. Yep, good. Thank you, Jim. Wow, Trisha, Cynthia, so many people on the call. Thank you very much, guys. So the money that you make, the big money, comes from driving the line. So spend the time with the strongest leg. I mean, by all means, help everybody, but your main focus on the strongest leg, and you drive the line with that. And that's where the money comes from. Develop yourself at all times. This is all a learning program, a learning progress, a course in progress. Every time we open our mouths, we should understand and try and analyze what we're saying and become better at it. Try and become a better person. That's what I try every day. That's why I read like crazy. I read, I try and talk to lots of people. I listen, the size of my ears, I joke about it. I mean, they look like elephants. I'm African, so that's okay. But it's because I try and listen a lot, ask lots of questions. Success is a successive realization of a worthy goal. So what I'll do is I just want to put this pie chart again, because it is very, very impactful. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, maybe you can. I don't know. I can't see myself. But this pie chart is very impactful. I mean, think about the fact that people at 65 years of age and what we can offer. We're offering people a real chance of a lifestyle that will allow them to live in a decorous way, to have their foreheads held high, where they can afford to do things for their families, their kids, their grandchildren if they have. This is important. This is astounding. So, and then the 1%, 74% of the 1% are business owners. Think about that. That's us. That's us. We're in the 1%, supposedly, of the wealthy people of the US, and 74% of this 1% are business owners. So we're not athletes, not most of us. We're not CEOs of stock companies. We're not super salespeople selling, jumbos. We're not athletes, but we are business owners. And this is something that We're very fortunate. We've got a tremendous company that has amazing products. So talking about business, just as a last thing, was, Christmas. If some people like me are leaving it to the last minute, we've got so many products that we can either give as presents or encourage people to give presents. And right now, this should be a really, really good month for everybody, because we have all kinds of presents and things that people have. So even though we're not, like me, personally involved with the skincare products, I bought a bunch of skincare products to give to everybody. I mean, I go to Pilates and I give everybody in the Pilates, I give them some kind of skincare product. I give everybody that has anything to do with in my life, I give them something. Even the little girls at the restaurant, I go to a restaurant and there's some young girls there in the X and Y generation. I give them lipstick and lip plumping products. I didn't even know what they're for, but they love it. So just think out the box a little bit. Think about this pie chart. Think about 2020, and where the only limitations we have are the ones in our own brain. Absolutely the only limitations we have. There are no excuses to stay behind. So guys, I appreciate everybody being on here. Much energy, events build belief. Yes, it's better be quiet listener than a loud talker. Good, Greg. That's absolutely true. There's a saying, there's better to be quiet and let everybody think you're a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubts. That's just some old sayings that happen. So you guys, I'm very grateful. Having bad weather in South Florida. Yeah, it's freezing. I'm 65 degrees. I mean, it's a dramatic drop in temperature. So guys, thank you so much for being on the call. I'll be happy to answer any question. We've got another minute. Any question, I'll be happy to answer that. Any question. So congratulations to all the people that were at the A4M. Great month for you guys, for us. Great month for everybody else who's following the system. Please follow the system. It's there. The next fly-in is January 16, 17, 18. This is a time where we really should plug into that and get as many people as we can. If each one of us brings 5 people, we should fill even the big stadium. The bigger room downstairs. But that's where it is. And we've got a lot going on. We've got a lot of exciting things for 2020. The scanner program, all the software is going with it. It's just so exciting. You guys plug into the event for how many years later were the Yale students? 20 years. One was in 1953 and the other one was 1973. So they graduated in 53 and they reassessed in 73, Jim. So 45 in Tucson, sorry. So anyway, plug in for the event, please. Have a good day, guys, everybody. Have a good week. And next week on Friday, same place, same time. And please God, we'll all be there. We'll see you then. Blessings to you all.